Hi, I'm Dr. Nichelle Haynes,
I'm Dr. Kristen Lassiter,
and we're Medical Mamas. This is your place to get evidence-based information about your reproductive mental health.
meeting mental health in relation to reproductive hormone changes like pregnancy, postpartum, menopause, infertility, and premenstrual disorders.
Okay, today is a really important video. We're going to talk about mommy wine culture. I've done it.
Yeah, I think we've both done it, even together.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's important to recognize that this is the culture. This is the sort of the expectation or the norm, and it's not a judgment on anyone. It's just we looked at the evidence about alcohol use in women, about stress, about all of those things, and we came to the conclusion that mommy wine culture is killing people.
Yeah, mommy wine culture is not good for mommies.
Right.
But we also see that this has kind of become our way in American society of coping with all of the pressures on moms.
Right, but we've done it. We're not here to judge. We're just looking at the stuff and reassessing how we're coping with things. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's really pretty easy to say that motherhood could be traumatic.
Motherhood is definitely stressful.
Yeah, okay. We can really establish, we all know that one.
Yeah, it's a big stressor.
Why is it stressful? Systemic inequalities, lack of childcare, lack of social support. It's just really expensive. It's very isolating.
Kids don't listen to you.
That's really a thing in my house right now. We're working on it. It's very isolating.
Yeah, so society kind of puts pressure on women to, for the most part, be kind of the primary caretaker for children, but then also puts all these other pressures on women to be working and be nice. And
it's kind of one of those things you're never going to be able to get it right. If you're working in the home taking care of your kids, that's important labor, but it's kind of looked down upon. And then if you're working outside the home, it's why aren't you spending more time with your kids?
Yeah,
you can't ever get it right.
Yeah. Well, and our society definitely, I think, values in general people's income, right? Or how much money they have or whatever. And so somebody who's not in the labor force making an income doesn't get the same respect or support and whatever as somebody who's working.
Motherhood's stressful. Check. We know that one.
Could even be traumatic.
Traumatic, right. Okay. And then we know, this is evidence-based, that women are more likely to use alcohol to regulate their response to stress or their affect, how they feel.
Yeah, they're more likely to do that than men.
So, stressful, regulate stress with alcohol, which is the thing in mommy wine culture. I've had a hard day, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. It's 5 o'clock, mommy sippy cup, all of these things.
Yeah, let's all get together and have a drink.
Have a drink. I need to talk about how hard things are right now, right? Okay, we're gonna do that over a cocktail or something, or margarita, or a glass of wine, or whatever. Okay, so then if you're stressed and using alcohol, employment status is one of those things that changes your risk factors.
Yeah, and probably because one of the issues for mental health is social separation. Yeah. So if you're more, if you're staying at home, you have less social support, you're more socially separated than somebody who is employed in the workforce.
So if you're not employed and you're stressed, we already know moms are stressed. If they're not employed outside the home, they're more likely to be negatively affected by their alcohol use, including their risk of mortality.
Yeah, so their risk of mortality in women who are not in the labor force versus women who are is higher, even if both groups are stressed.
Right. So it's this direct pathway from a stressful experience of motherhood to increased risk of death.
Because you're not getting the support that you need.
Uh-huh.
And you're using alcohol to cope.
To cope, right. So if you were able to have connectedness and support without alcohol, that might mitigate some of that risk. I don't know if that piece is evidence-based, but like
Makes sense.
social support is healthy.
Social support definitely helps mental health and having that, community. And then we know alcohol negatively impacts mental health. So removing the alcohol piece, but keeping like this mommy culture of just like all supporting each other, I think that would make a huge difference in our society in terms of mental health for moms.
Let's have like mommy sparkling water time.
Mommy spa day.
Mommy vent on phone day. Every day.
Mommy get together and do painting.
Paint class.
Yeah.
Yeah, art class. What did we do recently? We did like an art crafting day.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. We'll take out the cocktails next time. Yeah. Okay, mommy wine culture. We just know it's not it's fine to use alcohol. It's fine to have a drink. But it's kind of like the consistency behind it, the reason behind it, if you're using it to cope with stress, like maybe reassess some of that stuff.
Yeah, maybe finding a different way to cope with stress would be healthier for you.
Yeah.
And you being healthier and happier, of course, means your children benefit. Like that's the most important thing for them.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let us know if you're gonna like go with us on this journey of like reassessing things. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Share with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Bye.